a good mathematician? Sorry, why do mathematicians make good dancers?
They know how to do the two-step.
They know the algorithms. So let's get started right away. Today I'm going to talk about one equation only that's going to really help you a lot, make you look like a superstar. It's a simple regression equation, y equals mx plus c. This equation really is the foundations of econometric modeling, something you've heard all about. But this one equation, you're going to solve a lot of problems. The equation connects outcomes to inputs. Y is the outcome, the dependent variable, the thing you're trying to measure the effect of. It could be website visits, it could be conversion, it could be purchases, it could be quality score, revenue. Mx plus c, c is the constant, the baseline volume, the intercept, different words for it. M and x, m represents the coefficient in English or the slope in math. It actually shows you the percentage of effect of that variable on the output. If all this sounds like Greek and math to you, it is all Greek and math, so I'm going to explain it with equations, numbers, and examples. So here's an example of how I use y equals mx plus c. You're trying to estimate the effect of quality score on CPC. What is the net change in improvement in CPC when you change your QS by 1? All you have done is put the y-axis is the CPC, the x-axis is the QS, and you do you run your regression. It shows that for a drop in QS of 1 leads to a CPC increase of 11% for this account. Not only that, the R-square of 0.9081 means that 90% of that trend is explained by this one simple equation. Yeah, QS is hard to explain, it's hard to reverse engineer and things like that, but this one equation explains the trend quite well. Let's take a second example, a more complex one, offline online attribution. When you invest on TV, your search clicks go up a lot, and oftentimes it's the debate between search guys and the TV guys saying, I did all the work, I should get all the attribution. Question is, what's happening here? Now, a lot of moving parts here. This is an example of someone trying to sell fitness products. Whenever you sell fitness products, everyone starts looking for it in November, December, and by end of Jan, it peaks, it slopes down because it's New Year's time, everyone's trying to lose weight, interest spikes and then drops. To make things more complicated, the advertiser spends more on TV because the interest is high in December. At the same time, the base volume on your brand terms on search also go up around November, December. How do you decouple all the effects? Too many moving parts, right? So what we're going to do is use some neat tricks. Remember that a keyword like fitness is not as effective as by TV advertising as something like your brand X, right? Because people interested in fitness are solely seasonal. No amount of TV, some of it is least affected by TV advertising. We're going to use fitness as an index to detrend the data. Here's the math, the Greek. It just says that my impressions on my brand keywords are a function of seasonality plus my bidding on the brand keyword plus my TV spend. It's a linear equation, very simple. If I remove the seasonal component, which is the impressions on brand search that I see, minus the seasonal component, I get a linear function, a linear regression of brand spend on TV plus a constant. The reason it's constant is because you always bid brand terms to position 1. So the bid component becomes a constant. So now you have a linear equation. Let's run a regression model on it. Here you go. This shows the change in impression volume on your brand terms as a function of TV spend. Again, the R-square is 0.86 with a strong p-value. It shows that 86% of that trend is explained by this one simple linear equation. In fact, it's also predictive. It tells me that if I spend $700,000 more on my TV, my impressions on brand will double, right? So you're gone from not knowing what's happening to actually being able to predict what's going to happen. So, in short, if you're interested in learning about econometric modeling, I would say start off with y equals mx plus c, the simplest equation to learn, and you have tools in Excel that help you do that and can help you answer a lot of questions. Econometrics, in other words, is the art of measuring the unmeasurable. I hope this equation gets you started in the right direction. Thank you.